What's going on, everyone? My name's Godfather12, and I'm back with another Rainbow Six Siege video. Today I'm going to be pushing yet another shotgun. I promise I don't use shotguns on everyone, but when I do feel that it's an optimal way to play them, I'm going to play them. Now, today's shotgun's going to be a little bit different than the other shotguns in Siege, and it happens to be one of my favorite weapons, not only in the game, but also in real life. I'm of course talking about the AA-12. This shotgun is fully automatic, it shoots slugs, and it does massive damage. It has a slow fire rate, but it comes equipped with a large drum mag and very little recoil, allowing you to continuously fire slugs downrange for a very long period of time. The gun has fantastic range, being able to take on a very long gunfight while still dealing decent damage. And of course, because it's a shotgun, it's going to deal lethal damage mid and close range. It also has a surprisingly high hip-fire accuracy, despite being a slug shotgun and despite it being full auto. The AA-12 is available to Azami, Alibi, and Maestro, and I think that you could make the case that this should be the go-to weapon for all three operators. Now, when it comes to Azami, I think that the AA-12 is the better pick for her for a number of reasons. Right off the bat, she becomes a more valuable defender just because she's now going to be able to destroy soft walls, allowing her to save her impact grenades for another use, such as getting rid of attacker utility like Osa shields or claymores. She's also going to be able to deny plant or down enemies that are low on health. She can also take barbed wire if your team needs barbed wire. Now, the AA-12 is also going to give Azami access to the 1.5 scope, which I think plays extremely well with Azami's gadget. It's going to make it easier to hold tighter and longer angles, which is something that Azami likes to do with her gadget. Now, Azami's submachine gun, it's solid. Kapkan mains are going to know this gun well. And, it's not bad, but I think it's just maybe a slightly above average weapon. It has an average fire rate, and it has an average damage output. Its really only true strength is its accuracy. If you're not a headshot machine, this is going to be hard to get kills with, especially at longer ranges or against 3 healths. The AA-12 is just going to give Azami a little bit more versatility with the angles and gunfights that you're going to hold. And it's also going to make her a little bit more versatile as a setup defender. Again, being able to use those impacts instead of having to waste them on the rotate or being able to take barbed wire. It's also going to allow you to create lines of sight in floors or other surfaces, which I think is a really nice touch with the AA-12. Now, this philosophy can also be used with Alibi. While I think she has a great SMG, I honestly think that she has a stronger argument to take the AA-12. Alibi does have the privilege of being able to make rotates, even if she has her SMG, because she has the Bailiff. However, I just think that the AA-12 is going to be the most optimal weapon for her. For starters, the Storm, while still semi-usable, it's just not the weapon that it once was. It's constantly getting nerfed. The recoil keeps creeping up and up and up after every patch, and I wouldn't be surprised if they end up taking the 1.5 away from it. On top of that, I find myself running out of bullets very fast due to the low mag size and the fast fire rate. It makes it very hard for Alibi to get flanks against multiple enemies, or just take care of multiple enemies in general. You really only have ammo for one, or if you get a headshot, you really only have damage for another one. It's very hard to flank multiple enemies with her. And I think this is an underrated aspect of the AA-12. I really think that the AA-12 excels at these flanks where you have multiple enemies that you can kill, just because the damage and the accuracy and the drum, it's just a good combination of I can either get a headshot, I could down you with 2 shots, or, you know, I could just kill you all from a distance. It's going to give you a lot more versatility in that aspect and just performs way more better, I think, in flanks or in gunfights straight up. Now, add the fact that Alibi's AA-12 has access to the best defender optic in the 2x scope, and it's just going to make Alibi a lot more lethal with the shotgun instead of the Storm. I know a lot of people still want to hang on to the glory days of the Storm, but really try to give the AA-12 a shot. It's definitely the better weapon with Alibi. 100%. Now, the only operator where I really think that it's a true 50-50 toss-up on which weapon is better for them is going to be Maestro. Now, the Alda, it's a real LMG, so it's obviously going to outclass the AA-12 in mag capacity. I think it triples it. It has great fire rate, great damage. The Alda's big weakness is the lack of any type of magnified sights. And this is something that the AA-12 comes in handy for. The AA-12 has the 2x scope, and this really helps play with Maestro's anchory playstyle. It's going to allow you to hold those long angles or those tight angles and be a true anchor. And I think that's something that I've noticed with Maestro. He can struggle to hold angles with the Alda just because he doesn't have any magnification. His damage drop-off for the Alda is also significant. Significant enough to where that the AA-12's lack of damage drop-off at range is going to come into play. Realistically, I think that either weapon you use, you're going to have around the same success. It's really just going to depend on what playstyle and what gun you're comfortable with. Now, and a lot of people don't even realize, they sleep on the fact that the AA-12 and Maestro's Evil Eyes have some nice chemistry, because if you, zap an enemy a couple times with the Evil Eye, they're going to be one-shot if you're using the AA-12, just because the AA-12 does so much damage. That being said, I still think it's going to be close. I think either way, Maestro's still going to have a solid weapon in his hands. Just really, this one depends more on preference. Although, I might give the slight advantage to the AA-12. Although I will say, if the AA-12 did not have the 2x scope, the Alda would be the clear winner every time. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed it. I hope that this video at least inspired you to at least try and use the AA-12 with these operators. I know it can be an intimidating weapon. A lot of people don't like the ADS time or the fire rate, but if you try it and you start to learn, kind of how to play it, some of the fights you can take, some of the fights you can't take, just what the weapon excels at, I think you'll be really satisfied and you'll really see how powerful that this weapon can be. I think it's one of the most, if not the most, slept-on weapon in Rainbow Six Siege. It is such a beast once you get the hang of it, and I really hope that y'all can get the same out of it that I get out of it, because I get so much. It's also a fun weapon to play too, but I get so much fun out of it, and I also get a lot of nice, competitive kills with it. So I really hope y'all try it. As always, please like and subscribe. Please share your channel, or please share my channel, I'm sorry. Please share my channel with all your friends and family. Get them to subscribe. Like the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all tune in for the next video or watch any of my previous videos. Have a fantastic day, and I hope you all are doing fantastic. Anyways, see y'all next video. Peace.